Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is another Empties video. I was thinking about potentially holding these because I usually do Empties every 2 months, and I did an Empties video in October. But we are in the process actually of moving. I think my next video we will be at our new house. Probably when this video goes live, we will be at our new house. And so I figured it probably didn't make sense for me to lug some trash over to our new house. At least that's kind of how I'm feeling, and I feel like the lighting just changed a little bit, so sorry about that. I use natural lights, so I'm just kind of not in charge of like the sun coming in or out. Anyways, that's besides the point. All of that to say, I do have some Empties here that I'm excited to share. Not a ton, but I feel like a good amount, and a good amount of makeup actually, like in comparison to like where I normally stand. So how I do these videos is I sort the products into 3 categories. The first category being I didn't really like it, definitely won't repurchase. The second category being I liked it, but I am unsure if I'm gonna repurchase, probably not gonna repurchase right now, maybe not. And then the third category being I loved it, I have already repurchased, or I'm going to repurchase. It's like a staple in my collection. So with all of that being said, let's jump into it. I actually don't have anything in that first category of I didn't really like it, I definitely won't repurchase. So we only have the next 2 categories, which is great because that means I liked everything that I finished up. And we are going to start off with this face lotion. This is Skin Iceland Arctic Repair Cream. I really enjoyed this lotion for the most part. It was a nice thick cream. It was a really great nighttime moisturizer, and I feel like my skin reacted really well to it. I didn't have a lot of breakouts when using it. I feel like it kept me pretty moisturized, and it's a huge jug, and I think it was like $40-ish, which seems like a lot, but it took me forever to use all of this up. So all in all, like, I definitely enjoyed it. I have not repurchased this. I have debated on it and then decided not to at this time because I like to try out different stuff, especially in skincare. And so I want to try out a different cream or nighttime cream before purchasing this one again. I did really like this, so I may get it again in the future, but no plans to at this time. The next 3 products in this category are actually makeup products. So 2 of them you know from my project pan. The first being the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores Press Powder. I finished this up in my project pan, and overall I really liked this. I thought this was a nice pressed powder. I feel like I actually used it up pretty quickly, which sometimes is nice when you're panning to actually see progress on a regular basis. And it did what it needed to do. It set my face, it kept my makeup on, it kept me from getting too greasy. So really, like, all things considered, I thought it was really nice. I bought it because it was supposed to be like really smoothing on the skin, which I did notice, but I've also noticed that same thing when I use other powders as well. I would say overall, this was a really good powder to work on, but if you know me at all or watch my videos, you know that it takes a lot for me to say something, particularly in like the makeup space, is like a repurchase, just because there's so many options out there. I have other powders in my collection. I just purchased a new powder from the Sephora sale, so I can't say that I would be repurchasing this anytime soon, but overall I feel like it did a great job and I did enjoy it. The next makeup product is this Essence Lash Princess False Lash Effect Mascara. I actually purchased this originally because I was getting my hair done and my hairdresser has amazing eyelashes, and so I asked her what mascara she was using, and she said she was using this one, which it was an easy pickup for me because I think it's like $3 or $4, so super inexpensive. What I came to learn, and which I knew going into it, it was like her lashes are just amazing versus like this mascara being life-changing. It was a great mascara, but like I wasn't gonna get my lashes looking like hers just by using this alone. But either way, it worked really well and I was able to finish it up. But I have several mascaras in my collection that are unopened, but they're sitting in my collection anyways, and so right now it just doesn't make sense for me to repurchase this, especially because I have mascaras that I need to use, and so I enjoyed this, but I don't see myself picking it up again anytime soon. And then the last makeup product and the last product in this category is my Maybelline lipstick in the shade Make Me Pink. I also finished this up as part of my project pan. This used to be a holy grail lipstick. I absolutely love this shade. I always said said it was like my Your Lips but better, and it was like my favorite, and I had used a ton of it and then kind of stopped using it because I couldn't find it anywhere in store. I do believe it's still out there according to some of you in the comments, but I honestly haven't seen it, and like when I did look, I couldn't find it. And so I was like, oh, I don't want to use it because I love it so much. But then I was like, well, that's silly. Like, I just have something sitting in my collection just getting old and I'm not using it. So I decided to put it into my project pan, which honestly is one of the best decisions that I made for my project pan this year, because I realized that I didn't love it as much as I once did. And so it just made me motivated to use it up, and that be that. And with that being said, even if I could pick this up again, I don't think I would, because I don't really see it as like my holy grail lipstick anymore, and that's okay. So I'm super happy that it's finished up, and I loved it, like loved it for a time, and I liked it while I was using it up. But I have a lot of other lipsticks in my collection, and I have a lot of other lipsticks outside my collection that I want to try, and so I really need to just focus on what I have and then look to get other things in the future versus repurchasing anything. The next category is products that I love and I've either repurchased or will repurchase. So I was at Costco the other month, and there was like a 6-pack of these, and I purchased that, so I have a lot of backups on hand, and so this really had to be in this section of I love it and I would repurchase, because I have repurchased that time and time again. I did say that we went through all the makeup products in the first section, but I guess this could kind of constitute as a makeup product. This is the Laneige Sleeping Care Lip Sleeping Mask, and I finished this all up. I really thought that I would never finish this up because I used to have it sitting on my desk in here, and I would just use it occasionally, but I had finished up the Vaseline that I was putting on my lips before bedtime a few months back, and I moved this into my bedroom on my nightstand to basically replace that, and I used it pretty quickly then after that. And so I've hit pan, or whatever you want to call it. I've finished it, I guess. I've more than hit pan. I've totally completed this product, and I have this in the definitely will repurchase, because I think I will. I want to use this Awake, what is this, Lip Therapy Lip Mask next and finish that up. But after that, I think I will definitely be repurchasing a Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask. I do think though that I'm going to try a different flavor. So not this pink one. I think there's a purple one that's like gummy bear or something, and I really am very curious about trying that. So anyway, all that being said, I finished this up, and I will definitely be repurchasing something from this line again. Next two things are from the shower, and my cat decided to jump up here and join us. The first is this Eva NYC Therapy Session Hair Mask. This is a pretty affordable hair mask, and so that is why it's definitely on the repurchase list, because I actually think I have a backup of this already in my collection, and I really enjoyed this. You get a ton in this tub. I think it does a really good job of making my hair feel super soft, and it's pretty affordable. And I have a backup sitting, so like I feel like I have to say it's in this because I've already repurchased. At this point, I don't know if I'll repurchase from that backup after I use that one, but there is a great possibility that I will. But I've had a really great experience with this product, and it lasts forever because it's huge. The next shower product is my Tree Hut Tropic Glow Firming Sugar Scrub. I love Tree Hut scrubs. I think they are the best in the game, and this Tropic Glow scent smells very similar to the Sol de Janeiro Boom Boom Cream, so that's also a nice plus. I just think these scrubs work so well. I use a scrub before I shave my legs every time to just make them extra smooth, and these are my go-to. So I have backup scrubs and definitely will be repurchasing this. And then the last thing is a candle. So this is a White Barn Sunlit Cedar Candle. I feel like I burn so many more candles in the fall and winter than I do in the summer. And this smells amazing. I loved this. So what it says on the back is fresh cut cedar, eucalyptus, and cypress leaves. So I think this smells amazing. I definitely will be repurchasing other candles from Bath & Body Works because those tend to be my favorite. And I really enjoyed this scent, so I see myself at some point picking this up again as well. So that is it. I'd say a very successful empties for this month. I feel like I finished several products for just doing it on a monthly basis because like I said at the beginning of this video, I normally film these every 2 months. So good roundup of products, especially in the makeup category. I'm super proud of that. And also, I pretty much liked everything in here. Well, I did like everything, and I loved a lot of it as well. So really great from that standpoint as well. I love to finish things that I actually enjoy versus them being in that first category of like, oh, I didn't like this at all. So that's always a positive as well. I hope you all enjoyed this video and just getting to see what I finished up this month. And if you did, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you in my next one.